The Law of Correspondence. This is law that governs the universal order. It determines the arrangement of time, space, location, action and function of all living beings and the relevant limits of the field of action of the different species. Once the type of experience required has been determined, together with the appropriate characteristics and locations for developing a function or specific learning experience, the law of correspondence creates the circumstances so that in each place only that which is meant for that place and the people that inhabit it manifests and happens. For this reason, in each place only that which must exist and happen does, so that nothing happens to anyone that is not meant to happen to them. This law is recognized in everything that can be done, and it is useless to go against it. It is verified in what we cannot achieve, however much we want it, however much we strive and struggle. The best approach in this case is to give up. Once we have verified the presence of a law, by giving up going against it, we will place ourselves back again in the order of the universe. If, however, we insist on something that is not meant for us, a job, a relationship, etc., we will be acting against the law of correspondence, which is not only futile, but also generates every block imaginable. If we know, things are given; if we do not know, they are blocked. If we encounter blocks, then we should cease thinking of anyone but ourselves, and in this way we will set ourselves in order with the universe. The law of correspondence determines where, when, how and to whom the specific learning experiences designed by the universe are to happen in accordance with their need for evolution, as well as the functions that they are to perform in the chosen location. Similarly, it determines the mission of love and service that each person is to perform, and to whom they are to provide the relevant service. The sex, race, parents, nationality and function of an individual have already been determined long before they are born, together with all the necessary experiences associated with the destiny and mission that correspond exactly with the level of consciousness that is coming to take up that body to continue their process of evolution. All human beings, without exception, are in the perfect place to learn exactly what brought them to the physical world. In addition, we always carry out a dual purpose in accordance with the law of correspondence, to learn and to teach. When we have nothing left to learn from the place and circumstances around us, and we are no longer useful for the learning experiences of the people with whom we are sharing our lives, we are ready to move on to another place with different circumstances, which will be just as appropriate and perfect for the continuing development of our consciousness. In the same way, in the previous place exactly what has to happen will continue happening, because it is in perfect correspondence with the people who are there. The process by which we completely change our life experiences for others that are increasingly advanced and satisfactory can be compared to the situation of a student who completes high school and is accepted at university to continue learning at a higher level. This does not mean that high school ceases to be necessary and appropriate for the students who are studying at that level. In this case, nobody would consider this unfair. Let us give another example to facilitate our understanding of the law of correspondence. A father asked his two adult sons what business they wanted to set up. One of the sons, let's call him A, was very keen on sport and wanted to open a gym. The other son, who we will call B, didn't know what he wanted, so he copied his brother and asked his father to open a gym for him too. The father set up two gyms for them in different parts of the city, but A thrived while B ended in ruin, complaining that his gym was not as well located as his brother's. They changed places. A went to run B's gym and vice versa. Before long B failed once again. A was very successful. What was happening? Well, A came into the world to run a gym and B did not. That was not his function. He is not good or bad, it was just not for him. He ended up being employed by his brother, taking orders from him and earning a wage. That job was not for him. This is how the law of correspondence works. It is what we need that happens, not what we want. All we need to ask in any circumstance is, what do I need to learn from this? Because any situation that we experience is exactly meant for us. Recognizing this enables us to understand that everyone lives a different experience, but one that is necessary and meant for them. Our problems are the result of our mistakes, but that does not mean we are to blame for them. We are just in correspondence with the result. It is not a question of punishment, but of a result. When we learn to see the value of each experience and to enjoy what we normally call difficulties, nothing will be a problem, just a work tool and a learning opportunity. Difficult situations are not unfair, they are correspondent. There are no unfair circumstances. Everything that has happened in our lives, what is happening now and what will happen is the generation of our own correspondence, and therefore we have no reason to blame anything or anybody for it. Get more at www.ultimatemasters.org.